37. I am Savitri, Princess of Madra. A while she paused, as if hearing still his voice, unwilling to break the charm, then slowly spoke. Musing, she answered, I am Savitri, Princess of Madra. Who art thou? What name musical on earth expresses thee to men? What trunk of kings, watered by fortunate streams, has flowered at last upon one happy branch? Why is thy dwelling in the pathless wood, far from the deeds thy glorious youth demands, haunt of the anchorites and earth's wilder broods, where only with thy witness self thou roam'st, in nature's green, unhuman loneliness, surrounded by enormous silences and the blind murmur of primeval calms. And Satyavan replied to Savitri, in days when yet his sight looked clear on life, King Dumatsena, once the Shalwa, reigned through all the tract which from behind these tops, passing its days of emerald delight, in trusting converse with the traveler winds, turns, looking back towards the southern heavens, and leans its flank upon the musing hills. But equal fate removed her covering hand. A living night enclosed the strong man's paths. Heaven's brilliant gods recalled their careless gifts, took from blank eyes their glad and helping ray, and led the uncertain goddess from his side. Outcast from empire of the outer light, lost to the comradeship of seeing men, he sojourns in two solitudes, within and in the solemn rustle of the woods. Son of that king, I, Satyavan, have lived contented, for not yet of thee aware. In my high-peopled loneliness of spirit, and this huge vital murmur kin to me, nursed by the vastness, pupil of solitude. Great nature came to her recovered child. I reigned in a kingdom of a nobler kind than man can build upon dull matter's soil. I met the frankness of the primal earth. I enjoyed the intimacy of infant God. In the great tapestried chambers of her state, free in her boundless palace, I have dwelt, indulged by the warm mother of us all, reared with my natural brothers in her house. I lay in the wide, bare embrace of heaven, The sunlight's radiant blessing clasped my brow. The moonbeam's silver ecstasy at night kissed my dim lids to sleep. Earth's morns were mine, lured by faint murmurings with the green-robed hours. I wandered lost in woods, prone to the voice of winds and waters, partner of the sun's joy, a listener to the universal speech. My spirit, satisfied within me, knew godlike our birthright, luxuried our life, whose close belongings are the earth and skies. Before fate led me into this emerald world, aroused by some foreshadowing touch within, an early prescience in my mind approached the great, dumb, animal consciousness of earth, now grown so close to me, who have left old pomps to live in this grandiose murmur, dim and vast. As if to a deeper country of the soul, transposing the vivid imagery of earth through an inner seeing and sense, awakening came. A visioned spell pursued my boyhood's hours. All things the eye had caught in colored lines were seen anew through the interpreting mind. And in it, and in the shape, it sought to seize the soul. An early child god took my hand that held, moved, guided by the seeking of his touch, bright forms and hues which fled across his sight, limned upon page and stone, they spoke to men. High beauty's visitants my inmates were, the neighing pride of rapid life that roams wind-maned through our pastures, on my seeing mood cast shapes of swiftness, trooping spotted deer against the vesper sky, became a song of evening to the silence of the soul. I caught for some eternal eye the sudden kingfisher flashing to a darkling pool, a slow swan silvering the azure lake, a shape of magic whiteness sailed through dream, leaves trembling with the passion of the wind, and wandering wings nearing from infinity lived on the tablets of my inner sight. Mountains and trees stood there like thoughts from God. Pranked butterflies, the conscious flowers of air, the brilliant longbills in their vivid dress, the peacock scattering on the breeze his moons, painted my memory like a frescoed wall. I carved my vision out of wood and stone. I caught the echoes of a word supreme and metered the rhythm beats of infinity, and listened through music for the eternal voice. I felt a covered touch. I heard a call, but could not clasp the body of my God, or hold between my hands the World Mother's feet. In men, I met strange portions of a self that sought for fragments and in fragments lived. Each lived in himself and for himself alone, and with the rest joined only fleeting ties. Each passioned over his surface joy and grief, nor saw the eternal in his secret house. I conversed with nature, mused with the changeless stars, God's watchfires burning in the ignorant night, and saw upon her mighty visage fall a ray prophetic of the eternal sun. I sat with the forest sages in their trance. There poured awakening streams of diamond light. I glimpsed the presence of the One in all. But still, there lacked the last transcendent power. And matter still slept empty of its Lord. The spirit was saved, the body lost and mute, lives still with death and ancient ignorance. The inconscient was its base, the void its fate. But thou hast come, and all will surely change. I shall feel the World Mother in thy golden limbs, and hear her wisdom in thy sacred voice. The child of the void shall be reborn in God. My matter shall evade the inconscience trance. My body, like my spirit, shall be free. It shall escape from death and ignorance.